Whoa, ishu kawafu okenwe. Ishu kawakafumo. Olisebuluwa agoziene. Ifo na metuwaka. Isimbulubi wadima isimubu isioma. Ajọ mmadụ si ka o megide m mekwa onwe ihe enu. Onye si na ọ madịlị m mma, ọ madịla mma. Emebina m nke mmadụ ama mebi nke m. Yo, Ikemefuna. Chukwudu mebi, Ikemefuna. I know, Ikemefuna, oh. Chukwu so meje, Ikemefuna. Yeah. I believe you know the rest. Yo, welcome to 10 Questions with Craftivate.
Yeah, we have the big Klem in the building.
Yeah, man.
So, to start with, how did you come about the name Klem?
Klem is actually not like my name, you know. I was in a group called the Tropicals, and everyone in the group was bearing a name that ended with N. You know, one, his name was Kes, the other one was Shen, you know, and I was the only one that didn't have any name that rhymed with the people in the group. So they came up with a name for me, and that was Clem. And it was like, this Clem actually rhymed. So let's flow with Clem. So since how many years ago, it's been Clem, you know, and I've been bearing Clem musically. So that's my name. I never even bothered to check find out what the name was all about. But I believe, because I'm not the only one that BS Clem, lots of people BS Clem, and I believe it's for good purpose. Yeah.
So, talking about musically, I know you are a songwriter.
Yeah.
So, how did you develop that trait of songwriting?
Songwriting, you know, most people actually meet me to teach them how to write songs, and it's so funny that I don't even know how to go about it, because mine is an inbuilt thing. You know, mine is talent, and I just flow. I flow with ease. Like, I discovered my songwriting ability long time ago when I was in secondary school. I was still in the group then. I discovered that I just flow. The stuff just comes from nowhere. Inspiration, just melodies, you know, it comes from nowhere. And then before I broke out of my group, I can remember that I had like up to 350 songs written down. You know, then now I use iPad when I want to write songs, but then it was foolscap sheets, you know, notes, long notes, you know, all those stuff. I had songs written, you know. Then in school, when we have exams and stuff like that, when people are studying in their homes, I'm in my house in the midnight. I wake up, because then I still stay with my dad. I wake up in the midnight and I'm beating the table. I'm writing, and when he comes out, when he mistakenly sneaks out to go pee, to go ease himself, and he hears stuff in my room, he will just open the door and he's looking at me like, look at this boy. I sent him to school. I paid huge amounts of money for his school fees, and look at what he's doing. His mates are busy reading and he's here writing songs, you know. But the whole thing is that I never knew God was taking me somewhere until many years later, you know, when I came down to Lagos, and I was looking for, you know, my roots, how to you understand, how to climb up musically. And bro, it's a long story. It's a long story, but it's an inbuilt thing, you know. It's an inbuilt thing, and I develop it every day. You understand? The more I listen to songs, the more ideas I get. I have lots of mentors, a lot of good people I listen to, and the more I listen to them, the more I get different kind of sounds, different kind of melodies to write about, different kind of inspirations. I'm a movie kind of person, so I watch movies a lot. Netflix, me and Netflix are 5 and 6, you know. So I watch movies, I read books, especially the love story types, you understand? So I get lots of inspirations and storylines from there also, you know. So they help me in writing songs too. Yeah.
Awesome. So,
Yeah.
talking about you finding your space as a songwriter, so how did you land your first gig in writing for A-list artists and all of that?
Man, my story is a divine one, because I can remember that I have never picked up a phone to call any A-list artist before. It's been from one connection to another, one person will listen to one song like, who did this? Oh, there's this Klem, So, but how the whole connection started were from Jay Slick. I don't know if you know Jay Slick. Jay Slick was behind Two Faces. Oh, Lele, you see, Jay Slick, in those days, he was very huge, and Slicky was like my dude, my brother. So Slicky looked at me and like, bro, you're so talented, and now that I'm at my peak, let me see how I can tell you, you know. So most of the time, Jay Slicky was like, I had the relationship that I and DJ Kublon have now. I started with DJ Slick. You understand? He listens to me. Most of the time, DJ Slick makes beats, wonderful beats, and the clients most of his clients are not really that good in songwriting, and he doesn't want them to spoil the beat, so he calls me to come write for them. And the funny thing is, most of the time when I'm even done writing and singing on the beats, he asks me to just leave it like that. And even the clients were like, bro, I'm the one that is meant to sing this song, you know. So from Slicky started introducing me to people. I knew the first A-list artist that Jay Slick introduced me to was Davido. Davido first album, I was there. I think I wrote the track 10 in that album. I wrote some, it was Davido. Then from Davido, I started meeting people. You understand? And I met DJ Kublon. I think Kublon was no, before DJ Kublon, I was with Black Jesse. I was with Black Jesse. Black Jesse, I and Black Jesse, we made lots of hits, with Yanya, um, Don Jazzy. Oh, have you heard? Oh yeah, gifts. Put off the light. It was I and Black Jesse that came up with that sound, and lots more. From Black Jesse, I finally met DJ Kublon, and there was this fire between I and DJ Kublon. Like whatever we lay our hands upon was a hit. It was as if he understood me, I understood him. So when he's up with his melodies and with his kicks and snares, I already start getting ideas already. So I and DJ Kublon spent more time, and till now we're still making sounds. Till now we're still making sounds. I have songs that I did with DJ Kublon that will be out. I'm dropping a EP. I'm dropping my EP very soon, and I have DJ Kublon and Fioki, on the EP. So my songwriting thing it's been it's been God connecting me from one, mostly producers. You understand? So, and these producers are always in that space where they have this A list, in their hands. So they can easily just say, okay, I have a songwriter and his name is Klem. He has done this, he has done that. That was how I came about working with A list, Yemi Alade, Flavor. It was Fioki that introduced me to Flavor, because Fioki used to be Flavor's personal, band guitarist. And apart from Flavor, Fioki has done a lot for the industry also. He has played for, and he's still playing for lots of, A-list. You understand? So somehow I just find myself in the midst of these guys that knows how to link me up. And whenever I get the opportunity to write, I make sure that I spend my time making sure that, on the first listening, you're taking the song already, because I don't know, somehow I have a gift of just knowing that this sound is a hit. By God's grace, when you listen to it, it's a hit. Say so that's my journey.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised your journey now transiting into an artist properly.
Yeah.
So has it always been there that yes, I'm going to sing my own songs too?
Sure, that was what I started with. I told you I was in a group. That was what I started with. I wanted to make records like every other, celebrity, because that was when I see those days when I watch people like Star Plus, I watch people like Plantation Boys, there's this guy in Abuja they used to call Baker. The guy plays the guitar and he sings rock R&B. I don't know. I just listen to good music. Then people, who again? There's this guy I wanted to call Jeremiah again. I listen to people and I'm like, whenever I listen to them and I watch them on TV, I just want to be like them. I see myself there. But how I'm gonna get there, I don't know. So I've always wanted to be. I've recorded songs, before. It's just that now who make people start the right song, you know. Hunger go make you discover your talent. It will shock you. You understand? So when I was in the streets, still striving, still struggling on how to survive, that was when still all these producers, at times they come to go and do backups for this most of these artists. So I do backups, I write and they pay me. And it was actually paying my bills. But I knew that I wanted to I had it so bad in me that I wanted to sing, but I know that I need, because I'm a kind of guy that my taste is not here, my taste is high, So if I want to embark on a project, I make sure I have the right budget to actually go on it. So I think that's what has been delaying me all this while. But I've always had it in mind to do my own personal project, and I'm happy that I'm doing it right now. Yeah.
Okay, so if you have an opportunity to have the big guns in the building, like you have Burna Boy,
Yeah.
Davido, this kid,
Yeah.
which of them will you like to work with?
These three guys are three talented people, and they have their sounds, they have their effects on people when their music has different effects on people, and I would like to work with all of them, because I know that when I work with Burna Boy, there's a sound. When I work with Davido is also my dude. When he sees me like Klem, there's a story between I and Davido, because I normally go to their house, HKN, I am B Red, and they know me then with Shizzy. You understand? So there's this connection between I and Davido. You know that I actually wrote the second verse of that song. So Devo is my dude. So I would also like to do something with him because I know he has his own style of music. Then Whiskey also, me self na Larry boy. I grew up for Larry, and we self na Larry boy. You understand? So we come from Larry. You get some will come. I was first in first stack. See all these places I'm calling it. They have I don't know, they have their own sounds. When I was in first stack, there was a sound. And I moved to Surulere, there was a sound. And when I came down to the island, finally, there's a sound. You understand? So I would really like to work with three of them. For real, man. For real.
Amazing, yeah.
Yeah.
So, if you were to drop an album today,
Yeah.
and you have the opportunity to select your favorite artist, who would that be
My favorite artist
to feature on your album?
to feature on my album. I'm more of a classic dude though. I would love Asha so much. I would love Asha. I would love Two Face. I love people that when I was in the street, when there was nothing happening for me, I used to listen to Two Face so much, because not just because he was a good singer, because he was a good storyteller. You understand? Two Face was like a prophet. You understand? He sings and he's like he's talking to you directly. Then I used to I used to squat with my friends then in Barrack or Joe Barrack. So at times I just go to the streets. There is this my guy, Sharafa. He was one that actually picked up my project one time. I appreciate him. I know, see, I owe a lot of people. I'm telling you, and I know with time I'm going to pay them back. So Sharafa was then my dude. He has a boutique, so that was where he gets his money from. He has a boutique and he sell all this shit. Then Alaba was still in vogue, when you're done with your album, you take your album to Alaba and maybe you get paid or they start promoting it for you and stuff. So he was one handling my handling. Then I was still in a group, so he was the one handling stuff. So most of the time I go to his shop to sit down. So he has the speakers outside. He plays Two Faces and songs. See, trying to display the CD that he has in stock so people can come by. So he plays Two Faces. I listen to Two Faces lyrics, and it was as if he was talking to me. It was so real. You understand? So I love Ashatu. I love people that talk and not just melody. People that just say something. You understand? So I would love Two Face in my album. I would love Asha. Those two people, I would really love to have them in my album if I'm to drop an album.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. So, let's talk about your new single now.
Yeah.
What really inspired that name and that sound? That's so unique.
That unique. I wanted to achieve something different with my piano, but not South African, because I sat down and I see how I have been pondering and wondering how we Nigerians have we've been consuming this sound at my piano. And it has refused to go nowhere. Year in, year out. And my piano still they've been fusioning it with high life with Nigerians. You are so creative. Whatever we drop that is running, it's been high tempo, it's been piano. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I've been dropping singles with Kublon and I've been dropping, but it's been maybe mid tempo or maybe a slow R&B or stuff. I want to do something danceable, but at the same time, I want to pass a message. And I Timmy made God bless Timmy. Timmy, thanks for that beat, man. That beat is fire. And also Fioki, the guitar you played on that beat is fire, man. So Timmy made a beat for me, and like I said, I was supposed to write for someone, a client, a big name, but I don't want to mention the person's name. So I was supposed to write for the person, but the melody that was coming to me wasn't for the person, it was for me. It was as if God was telling me that, bro, you've written enough. You've been writing for people for so many years. It's time for you to write for yourself. And the melody were coming, but I was like, the best way to portray it, the best way that I can sell this melody to people that they would appreciate it is if I use my language. And I was I dropped the first line. It was Ishu kawa afu okenwe. It actually means that Okenwe in our language is a Delta Igbo. Okenwe is like the chimpanzee. Okenwe is the king of the monkeys. It actually means that it's a parable that now front that they see the king of the chimpanzee. Like, so since now front that they see the king, now front they go see me. Olise Buluwa Agoziene Ifobuna Mitwaka. That means God, the Almighty God, has blessed whatever I lay my hands upon. I don't want to start saying, but it's actually a deep song. It's a spiritual song. It's like me praying. It's like me just making declarations on. It's like it's a declaration kind of song. So it's a deep song. And I'm like, I was reflecting also on my life, what I've been through, and me wanting to make it so bad, me having a dream and wanting to get there, but I'm not there yet. I look around and I see people making it, and I'm just like, bro, you're lacking behind. What's happening? So I'm just talking to myself, and it's also a prayer for other people to motivate themselves, So that's how I came about the Ikemefuna stuff. And I'm so happy that I was able to put my name into the song. It's a chorus. My name was actually the chorus. So it's like Ikemefuna. You go make nobody if you stop you and stuff like that, So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's it.
Amazing, yeah. So,
Yeah.
just a quick one. If you have the opportunity to change, let's say you are a president for a day,
Yeah,
and
president for a day.
you are given the opportunity to change one thing in the world, what would that be?
To change one thing in the world. To change one thing in the world. What would that be? Not even in my country, in the world.
In the world.
I have a lot of things, but I'm just trying to pinpoint one particular one. One particular one. It's I think I can't really, this country, the way we live in this country is different from the way people live in their countries. So I can't actually judge by the way I live in my country, because in my country I really want to change a lot. I really want to make life easier for people in my country, if I'm to sit on that seat. But I know life is far better in other countries like US and Canada, in the world. I don't know. If I want to change, it will be in my country, because I don't really like what people are going through in my country, especially the economy right now. It's affecting even both the rich and the poor. And for me, if I am to be a president, just for one day, I would like to start with my country first. Like, just make things, let the flow of money, let it be flexible, let it be able to touch everybody. Because I know now the reason why it's not touching everybody is because they are hoarding it, and so let it go around. Because most of the time I look at people, it's natural with me. I see people and people going through pains, and I'm almost crying. I know I'm almost shedding tears, and I'm like, bro, why are you just this soft? You have your own problem. You've not even sorted out yours yet, and you're trying to sort people. So for me, I would like money to go around for people to afford things that they really want to afford, live the kind of life they want to live, not in a bad way, not in a negative way, but afford basic things. Like in other countries, you go there and a child of like 16, 17, 18 years is driving a machine. You understand? But here in Nigeria, you own a car and people are looking at you like, oh bro, you're a big boy. But it's a normal thing. You need to be mobile. It's something that you need to get. You understand? But so like me, if I feel like if money is flexible in circulation, people can be able to afford the kind of life they want to. Those things they see as big things, they will just see it as normal things because yeah, it's their right to live that kind of life. So that's what I would do.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So if God is to give you one superpower,
Yeah.
what would that be?
Oh, superpower. I think that's superpower. I think the power to actually change things, the power to actually speak, and it comes to pass immediately. But that way I can actually say, okay, this NEPA where did always take light whenever I've been like, let there be lights, and like rush. You understand? Or there are some things I've seen recently on social media and I don't like it. People just come on podcast and they say things that is actually influencing our youths negatively. I can actually speak to them that even why they are recording, I'm like, keep quiet, and they'll keep quiet. Or stop saying, there are some things I see on social media that I can't. It's very hard for me to comment because of my identity, because of my personality. You understand? So I just wish I have the power to like, bro, man, I beg this thing, stop, and they will stop. You understand? So the power to just speak, and it start coming to pass immediately. Like no waste of time. Okay, yo, this is Klem, and I really had a nice time with Craftivate. It's awesome. It's fun from start to the end. So don't touch the dice. Stay tuned. Like, share, subscribe to
Craftivate.
Craftivate YouTube. You know, it's fun time all there, man. It's fun time. All that has to do with showbiz. If you really want to get educated, you want to meet the main people in the industry, the movers and the shakers. You want to learn. So just subscribe to that channel, and you never regret it, man. Peace.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, before you go,
Yeah.
just give us a little let us feel your vocals.
Yeah.
Sing that new single for us.
I'll be okay. Oh, okay. Whoa, ishu kawafu okenwe. Ishu kawakafu. Olisebuluwa agoziene. Ifo na metuwaka. Isi mbulubi ụwa dị mma, isi mụ bụ isi ọma. Ajọ mmadụ si ka o megide m omekwa onwe ihe enu. Onye si na ọ madịlị m mma, ọ madịla mma. Emebina m nke mmadụ ama mebi nke m. Ihe ọgwụ Ikemefuna. Chukwudu maybe Ikemefuna. I know Ikemefuna. Oh, Chukwu so meje Ikemefuna. Yeah. I believe you know the rest.